Hey, okay, this is my week 9 decathlon training log. This is going to be a pretty short one, honestly. Um, from a weight loss perspective, let's see, can you see it? Yeah, you can. From a weight loss perspective, I'm at 196.6, which is basically the last 2 weeks I really haven't lost any weight. It's not surprising at all. I've definitely been eating a lot more. I had intended to like take quite a few days to eat more. I was feeling like I needed to eat because I was increasing the volume of my training, um, and it just kind of got out of hand. Um, Training's still been pretty good. It's just I'm also eating more, so I'm gonna have to get back on track. Now, for about 2 weeks from a couple days ago, I have a my first meet. Um, it's gonna be Thursday night, like 2 Thursdays from now night, and I'm just running the 100 because after that I'm going on vacation for a little bit. Um, and when I get back from that week of vacation, which will be the final week of training in this block, I'm gonna sort of evaluate what I've been up to and see what I want to change, what feels like it's been working. Um, when you look at my workout progression for the 100, the 120 yard repeats that I've been doing on the turf, like it's good. It's like for the most part, pretty much everyone's faster than the previous one. Um, and it's in that regard, I like it. I think there's not a lot about the running that I'm gonna change. Um, I am gonna keep building up the volume, and until I start to stagnate, I don't see why I would change something. I have been a little more bothered by my Achilles lately, and because of that, I need to go harder into the prehab stuff. More heel drop, like eccentric calf raises. Um, and I also need to make like a much bigger effort at building my upper body because it's like, sure, if my lower body's beat up from the running, I can't do much lower body lifting or I need to be in control of it. But like just like accessory work, upper body, I should be able to keep knocking that out and make big gains now as opposed to like future hypothetical future competitive season when I wouldn't want to be doing as much accessory work. So now's the time to put it in. Yeah, that's my father keeps reminding me. It's free money, so to speak, in the throwing events and even like something like pole vault, where having just a stronger upper body is a big benefit. So this week's workouts I had an excellent hill workout to start the week. I warmed up easy. I was fast up the hill, and it's been that was a big win. I have been timing those, but I haven't been putting it in the sheets. I don't know off the top of my head what the times are like, but it was definitely the fastest time I've been through the hills. My lift was kind of nondescript. I lifted very similar to the previous week, maybe identical to the previous week actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I did repeat 120 yards. I was expecting to do repeat 200s, but the track was closed, so I just kind of went over to the turf and got some work in. At this point, some work, the details of the work aren't super important. It's just important that I do it. Then, because I'm getting ready for running 100 in a couple weeks, I felt like I need to do some more specific, like just see what it feels like, what problems. So I put my spikes on. I went to the track where the meet's going to be, and ran 200s with a 10-minute rest between them, and then I did some starts. Um, and I did these with just like a lean over start. I didn't do these from a down start, but I did do some down start work afterward because I mean it's been years since I've done a down start. Um, I hand timed. Once I started pushing, I hit it, and once I crossed the line, so who knows how accurate it was. But 15:1 and 14:3 were my two times, and I am very happy with that. When I ran the 100 2 years ago and 4 years ago, and the two past decathlons I did, I ran like 13:3 and 13:5 or 13:6. So if I can run FAT really high 13s, that's great because it's been a while and I'm not as strong as I was at that point. And if I can get just off kind of like this slower in quotes, like most of the running I'm doing is at tempo, um, then that's big progress. I rested. I didn't lift. I think I just was out of it. I don't think there's really a good reason. I wrote here pretty beat up from sprints, but it's not really true. Um, I just like energy levels kind of thing, motivation. And then last night, Saturday night, I did 10 120 yards on the turf again. I did this at like 9:30 at night, and it was not the most fun thing, but it was like as fireworks were going off around me, which is kind of cool just listening to them go off. But it was done, and then today's the day off. So the next 2 weeks are going to be essentially the same thing. I'm not going to change anything. A little more eccentric calf raise stuff. I may stretch out my calves a little more, do a little bit more massage on them. Um, and on the fast days, I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to do between 2 and 4 like full hundreds, because I want to do it a little bit, and make sure that nothing comes apart at the seams. What was interesting about after the hundreds was that my left leg was totally fine. My right leg, my like hip flexor, my upper quad, my lower hamstring, my upper calf were all sore on my right leg. My left leg was perfectly fine. So I'm guessing there's some sort of like flexibility thing where I'm not running evenly with both legs, or maybe something I'm adjusting in some way that I shouldn't be. So I may try and video some running and sort that out. So that's that this week. Thanks for listening, and have a great week, everybody. Good luck with your training.